Welcome to CSE Guru. In this session, we will discuss about the topic types of parser or parsing techniques in compiler design. Parsing is the second phase in compilation. The parser will accept the token stream produced from the lexical analysis phase as an input, and it will construct a tree-like representation called the parse tree as the output. The parse tree represents the grammatical structure of the token stream. The parsing phase is also called syntax analysis phase. There are three main categories of the parser, that is universal parser, top-down parser and bottom-up parser. This universal parser performs parsing with any type of grammar, and this parser implements an algorithm called Early's algorithm. This parsing method is an inefficient method, so it is not commonly used. The two main categories of parsing technique involves top-down parsing and bottom-up parsing. The top-down parsing constructs the parse tree from the root node and proceed towards the leaf node. That is, this parsing technique starts with the start symbol of the grammar, and in every step, repeatedly, it will choose one non-terminal and apply the production rule till it derives the complete terminals or the input string. This top-down parser attempts to find the leftmost derivation of deriving the string. The problem with the top-down parser is it cannot able to handle left recursion and left factoring. And if you are considering a bottom-up parsing technique, the parser starts with the leaf node and proceeds upwards towards the root node. That is, in this parsing technique, the input symbol will be given and we have to find the start symbol of the grammar. So, in every step, repeatedly reduce the input string until it ends up with a non-terminal, that is nothing but the start symbol of the grammar. And this bottom-up parser uses the reverse of the rightmost derivation in reducing the input string to the start symbol. And this bottom-up parser is a reverse of top-down parser. And in bottom-up parsing technique, every step we have to deduct the handle and reduce that handle to a non-terminal. So this procedure repeats until we will find the start symbol of the grammar. The two different types of top-down parser is backtracking and predictive parser. And in backtracking parser, it will start with the start symbol. In every step, it will choose the first alternative in the production rule to apply for the non-terminals, and it will try to derive the input string. Suppose if there is a mismatch or cannot able to derive the input string, backtrack to the previous step and choose the next alternative in the production rule and apply. This process will continue until it derives the complete input string. In predictive parser, the technique always predicts the right alternative to expand the non-terminal to derive the correct input string. And this technique guides to choose the right non-terminal being processed currently, and it should be combined with the input symbol to apply the correct production rule and to derive the exact input string. And this technique will try to reduce the backtracking and the infinite loop. The two main restrictions of predictive parsing is the grammar should be free from left recursion and left factoring. There are two types of predictive parser. One is recursive dissonant parser and LL-of-1 parser. In this recursive dissonant parsing technique, it involves in writing the recursive procedures for each non-terminal. And this technique starts with the start symbol of the grammar and apply the production rule for the start symbol. Then verify the derived string with the input string from left to right. If the input string derived is a terminal, then choose the next non-terminal and apply the production rule. Suppose if the input string derived is a non-terminal, then apply the production rule for this non-terminal. The procedure continues until we will derive the complete terminals or the input string. LL-of-1 parser is a type of recursive dissonant parser but without backtracking. This first L represents the left to right input scanning and the second L represents the leftmost derivation, and this 1 represents the number of look ahead, that is how many symbols to be considered to make the input decision. And in this LL-of-1 grammar, first we have to find the first and follow for the given grammar and then construct the parsing table, that is LL-of-1 parsing table, to derive the input string. It parses the input from left to right and performs the leftmost derivation. In bottom-up parsing, if you are considering, it will construct the parse tree from bottom to top. It will start with the given input string as a leaf node and proceed upwards to construct the start symbol of the grammar, that is the root node. The main problem in top-down parser is it cannot able to handle the left recursion or the left factoring. But in bottom-up parser, the left recursion or left factoring is not at all a problem. It is more powerful than the top-down predictive parsers. The two main types of bottom-up parser is LR parser and shift reduce parser. This LR parsing technique starts with the input string and proceed towards the root node to derive the start symbol of the grammar. And this parsing technique is used by wide class of context-free grammars. Here, the L represents the left to right scanning of the input, and this R represents constructing the rightmost derivation in reverse. And if you are considering this LR parser, the commonly used LR parser is LR of K. K represents how many look-aheads, that is the input symbols, need to be considered in order to make the parsing decisions. And typical value of K is 1. There are three types of LR parser. One is CLR parser, SLR parser and LALR parser. The algorithm of LR parser commonly uses input buffer, stack, LR parser and the parsing table. The variations of LR parser uses the input buffer, stack and the LR parser. Only the parsing table differs for CLR, SLR and LALR parsers. The steps to implement LR parser is: first, write the context-free grammar and check for the ambiguity. Then write the augmented grammar for the given grammar, and then write the canonical items for the LR parser, and then check the production and create the parsing table. Then implement with the stack and draw the parse tree. This is the procedure to implement the LR parsers. And if you are considering the CLR parser, this is nothing but the canonical LR parser. And in this LR parser, the common steps are same. The steps to build the parse tree is different. And here in CLR parser, for the given input string, write the context-free grammar and check for ambiguity. Then write the augmented grammar for the given grammar. And here, you use the canonical collection of LR of 1 items to construct the CLR parsing table. Then draw the data flow diagram and construct the parse tree using the parsing table. And in SLR parsing also, the initial steps are same. Only the steps to construct the parsing table differs here. So to construct the parsing table, the SLR parser uses LR of 0 items. And this SLR parser is a very simple parsing technique and fast construction of parsing table. Next, LALR parser. This LALR refers look ahead LR parser. And here this LALR parser uses LR of 1 items to construct the parsing table. The LR of 1 items which have the same productions but different look ahead all will be combined to form a single set of items. And this LALR parser is less powerful than LR parser but more powerful than SLR parser. This LALR parser is used by Yacc parser generator. So if you are considering the types of LR parser, CLR, SLR and LALR parser, all the algorithmic steps of these three parsers is same. Only the steps to construct the parsing table differs. And here CLR parser and LALR parser uses LR of 1 item to construct the parsing table. But SLR parser uses LR of 0 item to construct the parsing table. Next, shift reduce parser. This shift reduce parser implements two main actions. One is shift and another one is reduce. Shift is nothing but the current input symbol will be read and pushed into the stack. And reduce is nothing but each step try to replace the input symbol by a non-terminal. So each step the parser has to take the decision whether to shift the input symbol or to reduce. And this reduce action is based on the follow set. This reduce action may cause shift reduce conflict. And here we have to construct the shift reduce parsing table. Based on the parsing table, the possible actions may be shift, reduce, accept or error. Shift is nothing but the current input symbol will be pushed into the top of the stack. Reduce is nothing but try to reduce the input string by a non-terminal. Accept represents the successful completion of the parsing. And error represents any syntax error. So it will call for error recovery routine. So these are all the different types of parsing techniques used by the parser to construct the parse tree. Thank you for watching this video.